So today we will discuss the NACL, right? NACL means the security group, and it's a NACL. The meaning of NACL means Network Access Control List, right? Network Access Control List. So, what is NACL? BPC provides a security group, okay, and also a network access control list to control the inbound and outbound traffic to and from your instances. You have to allow and deny rule in both inbound and outbound, right? So in a NACL, right, in a NACL, we have to allow both the inbound rule and in the outbound rule, right? So it's a stateless, so that's why we can say the NACL is a stateless, right? So maybe interview will ask you like, what is stateless, right? Stateless means we have to allow the both the rule, means the inbound and as well as the outbound rule also, right? But in security group it's a stateful, right? In security group it's a stateful, means in the security group, when we will just allow in the inbound rule, right, it's automatically allow the outbound, it's not required to allow the outbound rule. Okay, so this is the main difference between the security group and the NACL, or we can say the NACL, right? So go details and understand what is the main difference between the NACL and the security group, right? So you can see here, this is our the VPC architecture, and this is the instance, right? This is the instance, and you can see in the above of the instance the security group is present, right? So we can say the security group is 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 the in the instant level security, right? We can say we can use the security group in the instant level, right? But the NACL, right, but in the NACL it is the, actually this is the subnet. You can see this complete is the subnet, right? So NACL is give the security in the subnet level, right? So this is the second difference, right? So we will use the two security factor here. The one is the security group and another one is the network access control list, that is NACL. So security group is the instant level security, and the NACL is the subnet level security, right? So let's go to the difference. So interviewer may be ask you like, what is the difference between security group and NSCL, right? So the difference is the operate on the instant level. Just we just I showed you the diagram, right? The security group is on the instant level, and the NACL is the subnet level, right? And it's the stateful. Just I told you what is stateful and stateless means. The stateful means when we will just allow in the inbound rule, it's automatically allow in the outbound rule. But in the stateless, we have to both allow the inbound and as well as the outbound rule, right? Then third difference is deny all the traffic by default, right? It's deny all the traffic by default, right? Means in the security group, we have to allow, means in the, if you consider in AWS, right? In the AWS, and your instance is Linux, means take it Ubuntu, or it will be Amazon Linux, right? Then the by default port is port number 22 is open, right? And all the port are denied. So the deny all the traffic by default. In the security group, deny all the traffic by default. And in the NACL, allow all the traffic by default. When you can see when uh, uh, we will create a VPC, right? When we will create a VPC, so by default the NACL will create it, right? By default the NACL will create it. Means the NACL created and it's allow all the traffic by default, right? So then we can um, uh, just apply the port number there or rule there, so who will access the our subnet or deny, we can deny also that traffic, right? So the last one is the rules are combined together and applied, right? So here what happened in the security group, the rules are combined. Means the rules means suppose we will give the port number, allow the port number 22, then we will allow the port number 8080 for Jenkins, right? And we will allow the port number for HTTP, right? HTTP means the 80 port. So these rules, right, these rules are applied combinedly. It's not ascending or descending order. Means which rule we will provide the give first and second, third. This not this rule is not ascending or descending order. This rule apply combinedly, right? This rule is applied the combinedly. And in the NSCL, right? But in NSCL rules are applied in the ascending order until the match, right? So in the NACL, the rules are applied in the ascending order, right? So let's let's go to the AWS console and do the demo, right, for NACL. So first we have to go to the VPC part, right? So go to the VPC. Okay, so just create the VPC here. Select VPC only, give a name, my VPC, right? And give a CIDR range 10.0.0.0/16, right? And create a VPC. Okay, so okay, the VPC is now created. Then go to the subnet. Okay, let's go to the subnet, right? And here also create a one subnet for the customized VPC. So let's select the our custom VPC, then go down, give a name of the subnet. Subnet, I'm giving public, right? And this is the availability zone. Select the availability zone and give the subnet for the CIDR concurrence. I'm giving 10.0.1.0.24, right? And go down, create a subnet. Okay, so now our subnet is created. Let's go to the internet gateway, right? So create an internet gateway. Suppose I'm giving my IT means internet gateway. Just create internet gateway, and it is detached, right? So we have to attach to our custom VPC. Just click on it, select our custom VPC, attach, right? Then what we will do, go to the route table and create a route table, right? So create a route table here. So I'm giving route table. Let me give my route table, right? And select the custom VPC here, right? And create a route table. So our route table now created. Just go to the subnet association, right? And edit the subnet association and associate our subnet. Just save this, right? And what we will do, then we will go to the route and edit the route and give the internet gateway path. So select this and select here the internet gateway, and this is my internet gateway. Save the change. Okay, so everything is fine, right? Everything is fine here. Now let's go to the EC2 instance and create a EC2 instance first, and let's check. Okay, so I am in my the EC2 dashboard, and let's go to the instance, right? So it's loading, just wait. Okay, so it's fine. Just go to the instance and click here launch instance. Okay, just click here launch instance, and give a name, right? I'm giving uh, demo n NACL, right? Okay, I'm selecting the Ubuntu machine here. Okay, then instance type, let it be there, and select the key pair. I'm selecting this one, right? And the edit the network setting, select our VPC, custom VPC, my VPC, right? And automatically subnet selected. Then select it's enable it the public IP, right? And everything is fine, right? And launch instance. Okay, so let's go down and view all instance. So our instance is created in our custom VPC, right? Just wait, it's pending. Okay. So if if I will go to the security group, right? If I will go to the security group, you can see here. Just wait. So you can see here, the by default, right? By default, the port number 22 is allowed and all the port are denied, right? But in the NACL, by default, all the port are allowed, right? You can see here only for
ଏଇନେ ତ
yes, yes. Hello,
ଏଇନେ କଣ ସେଟା ୟୁଜ କରୁନାହାନ୍ତି ନା
hello.
ଯଦି ଟିକେ ମୁଁ ସେ କଷ୍ଟମର କେୟାର ଫୋନ ଲଗେଇଛି।
Okay, okay. So actually, in the by default, the port number 22 is allowed here, and all the ports are denied, right? So in this the security group, right? So go to the instance and let's access this. Whether I will access it or not. Just details. Go to the details. Copy the public IP, right? And go to our terminal and access this. Just paste it here. Press enter. We will access this, right? Why? Because the port number 22 is allowed in the security group and in the NSCL, right? In the NSCL, by default, all the ports are allowed, right? So that's why we can access our instance. But let's go to and create a default NACL and see what will happen, right? So just to go to the where our VPC dashboard and go down here, you can see there is a in the security group there is a network ACLs, right? Network access control list. Just go there, right? And the by default you can see the by default NACL is created for the when we will create a VPC and the subnet also associated this, right? If you will go this, you can see here, you can see here the by default you can see all the traffics, means you can see the all traffics, right? Port is all, port range is also all is allowed. It's the by default, right? And just we discussed this thing in the NACL. By default all the port, all the rules are allowed, right? And in security group, all the ports are denied or rules are denied, right? If you will go for the outbound rule also, you can see, right? In this inbound and this is the outbound. If you will edit this one, and we can also deny also this, we can see here you can also deny this, right? This option is not available in the security group, but in the NACL we can allow and deny also, right? So cancel it. Let's go to the NACL and create our custom NACL, right? Just create a custom NACL. So I'm giving my NACL, right? And select the VPC. I'm selecting the custom VPC and create a NACL. Okay, so now I created one custom NACL, and you can see the association with, right? Association means in the there is a one subnet association. You have to associate the subnet, right? It's there is no association here. And when I will associate our subnet, right? When I will associate our subnet, it's automatically deassociated from this default NACL and associate with the custom NACL. That means we can associate only one NACL with the our subnet. right? So let's go to the inside the custom NACL, right? And here we have to where is okay, here we can see the subnet association. Just edit this, right? You can see here when I will associate the subnet, it automatically disconnected. Okay, just save the change. I am just associating the subnet. Okay, let's save it, and here we can see it's automatically disconnected, right? Why disconnected? Because in the we are giving a security level in the subnet level, right? We are giving a security in the subnet level. That's why the you can see it's automatically disconnected, right? So, and here we can see by default when we will create a new custom NACL, the by default uh, all the port are denied, right? By default all the port are denied, right? So let's go to and add some rule here, right? Add rule. So I am giving 100, right? Because why 100? Because it's like what uh, means it's a apply in the ascending order, right? It's apply in the ascending order, sir. So rule number is uh, should be mandatory, right? And it's a best practice for take a rule number like 100 and 200 and 300, right? So why 200, 100, 200? Because if there is any requirement is there like between the 100 and 200, right? We can add this rule. Means it's a requirement is like between the 100 and 200. So we will in future we will give a number in between them. Like I will give 120 or 140. Means it will in the range of 100 to 200, right? So that's why this is the rule number, right? So it's a best practice to take a rule number from 100, then 200, then 300, right? So for SSH connection, actually how we will connect our instance by the SSH connection. So the for SSH connection we have let's port number 22, right? So port number 22, just save this in the inbound, right? But we have to also save
I
this.
can't see screen.
Hello.
Screen.
Okay, just wait. Okay, now. Okay, now you can see now.
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay, okay. So I just do the inbound rule, right? Just do the inbound rule SSH port number 22 allow, and go to the outbound rules, right? And do the same thing, right? Go to the outbound rule, go to do the same thing, like but here in 100 we will give actually what happened, it's connect through the internet, right? So first we have to provide the HTTP, right? And in the rule number 200 just give the HTTPS, right? And in 300 I am giving like HTTP SSH connection port number 22 and save this, right? And let's go to the let's connect it. Okay, so it will also not connected, right? So I think we have to give wait. So here we have to give the internet for internet connection. Let me delete this one. Do the same. Just 100. Yes. HTTP. Right. Give the 200. HTTP and 300. Right. For SSH. Right. And save it. Save the change. Okay. Okay. Just wait. Saving. Okay. So let's go to again failed. Okay. Do one thing here. Okay. Just delete this one. Okay. And do one thing here. Just remove this add 100, right, and SSH. Okay, then add rule like 200, right, and let it be custom TCP and give the range to 4, right. This is the range, port range. In between I can access the our instance 65535, right. Just save it. Okay, and let's do. Okay, now also we cannot access it, right. So let's go to the inbound rule. Okay, and do the same thing here also. The, okay, just go to the 250. Okay, and set the rule. Okay, so now we can access it, right. So uh, but we can, if we will consider, right, whether we will connect to the internet or not, right. So let's just check ping 8.8.8.8. Let's check. Okay, so what will happen here, you can see the we cannot connect to our internet, right, when we will give the ping command, right, just 8.8.8.8. So, okay, so it will not ping to our internet, right. So what we will do, you can see here, we will give the port number 22 here, right. But if you can see here in the inbound rule, in the inbound rule, I have given like HTTP 80, right? This is HTTP and HTTPS. This is used for
This is
the
used for the
internet connection, right? So we just give the outbound rule, but not give him the inbound rule, right? So let's choose this thing, right? So let's put here, right? And add a rule here. Just I'm giving 120, right? And HTTP, right? And add another rule, that is 150, 150, right? And HTTPS, right? Save the change. Okay, now go to, okay, just a minute. The internet connection is not there. Okay, okay. So do one thing. Just change the range. I am changing like 50, and this one is the 80, right? Save the change. Okay, just okay, 50. Okay, if you, I will allow, yes. Okay, so if I will do the 300 and all TCP, right? Let's see. And go to the outbound rule also, and here also do the same thing. Add rule. Suppose I'm giving 350, and all TCP, set the rule. Okay, I will not succeed. Okay, just wait. Okay, just do the thing. Yes, for set the change. Okay, outbound rule. Suppose I'm giving here 50. Okay, I got it. Actually, what happened? We have to mention the inbound as well as the outbound rule. The rule number should be same, right? So let's do this thing, right? So edit this one. like here 100, right? This is the 200, right? This is the 400, 300, let it be 300, 400, and let it be the 500, right? And save the rule. Okay, what happened? The rule number is already exist. Okay, just do one thing, remove all this thing first. Okay, and add the rule here, like just adding 100, like, and here the SSH connection, right? And add another rule for 200. Okay, for 200 for HTTP, right? And add 300 for HTTPS, right? And add another like 400, right? Custom TCP, and give the range, this range, right? And set the change and do the same thing in outbound. Okay, just remove all those things, add rule in 100, add SSH, right? And 200, add HTTPS, right? And 300 HTTP is here, right? And the 400 custom TCP, and allow this port. Save the change. Okay, and just okay. So do one thing here. Inbound rule, add rule 150 or TCP, allow, and go to the inbound rule also, add the rule 150 and allow all TCP. Let's see why it will not ping it. Okay, so we will see actually why we not ping it, right? So let's exit out first. Exit. Okay, and okay, then ping dot com. Okay, we will check. We will check why we will not ping it. So this is about the NACL, and uh, you will do the practice in the NACL like this, and check and let me know why we cannot ping this, right? And the our VPC class is also here also over, right?